All
Yo,
right, man. So during a recent interview on the Crash Dummy podcast, T Pain said Drake gave some advice that he didn't even use his own self. So basically, Drake wasn't happy either. But I'm gonna run a clip right here when we edit it. But basically, T Pain, the gist of it, T Pain said Drake should have left the game and stopped trying to oversaturate it when he wasn't when the industry wasn't on his side, and a lot of people took that as hate. What's your thoughts on it?
that he should have left the game when you said because he made it oversaturated. What was that again? He should.
Like,
Why he should have
so
left?
basically, so he's like he wants to leave the game and not let the game have kick him out. So like he wants to have control over his exit out of the game. Don't overstay your welcome and leave when you're on your at your best type shit. And he's saying Drake didn't follow his own words of advice. He didn't do that.
So that's kind of saying that T Pain think um, Drake's long run is over, right? Is that what he's saying? Pretty much that.
I think that's what he's saying, and I don't know that to be 100% true, but I do think he's looking for something right now. He's looking for that one hit song again,
Yeah.
and it used to be he everything he dropped was a hit. You know what I mean? Like everything. So
See, I hate that we got to the point where if you put out stuff that's not as good as I guess what it was in your prime, people don't want to hear it, and that's crazy because just because he giving us level 8 quality, right, instead of level 10, it's still good. It's just when you got to compare yourself to yourself because they saying you're not as good as you used to be, whereas you still better than everybody else out here. You know what I'm saying? So as far as saying that is, I think Drake still got some more in him, bro. We're gonna be sad as hell when Drake leave. You know what I'm saying? Everybody talking crazy, but when Drake stopped giving us good music, and then we get to the mumble rap era or whatever era we get to, people gonna start reminiscing about the old times. You know what I'm saying? And maybe he's right. Drake should leave while he's in his prime, because if you do that, there's nothing else anybody can say, I guess. But I don't think I'm ready for Drake to go, man. I'm still listening to some of his shit. If you ask me, what you think?
same. I think he's still relevant for sure. I just think that he had a bad year. You know what I'm saying? Negative press. I think there's still a comeback from it. But this is what Drake responded on Instagram. He said, "This guy always had resentment for me. You can hear it every time he speaks on my name." Uh, but yeah, and then also Offset chimed in. He said, "The boy is the boy. Shit ain't gonna change. All that hating on another grown man who do more numbers than everybody is diabolical."
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? So
Facts.
yeah, that's how I feel.
Uh,
I agree.
yeah, I agree. That's facts. And just to go on to T Pain part, what's going on with T Pain? Why T Pain talking on the boy anyway? It kind of it's funny that he's doing that because of the T Wayne situation. You know, he real cool with Wayne. Doesn't mean he need to be cool with Drake, but it's just crazy. Like I'm gonna say something crazy. Do T Pain wish it was him and Lil Wayne instead of Drake and Lil Wayne? You know what I'm saying? Because T Pain is the rapper singer that Lil Wayne was talking about back in the day when he was like, man, I signed Drake because he was a nigga that can rap and sing. Well, T Pain can, rap and sing. So is there a little animosity there? You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking bad. I like T Pain, so I don't think he hating.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's that. Let's see. To continue on Drake. Let's continue on Drake. You heard about Drake and his abs? Pause. You hear about
Oh,
everybody talking about his fake abs, bro? He done posted a picture or something on Instagram, and then everybody talk back to the fake, the surgery and shit that he bought his abs and shit. And
we're gonna put a
Kendrick,
pause disclaimer. Hang on, we're gonna put a pause disclaimer in the beginning of this. We keep going.
pause disclaimer. Yeah, that's crazy that the internet blowing up off of that though. You know, they love to talk about Drake, right?
Yeah. Um, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I truly think he's still relevant in the game for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like I don't know what the term is, lose the battle, win the war. Like I don't think they're in a war together. You know what I mean? It's just a season, like a matchup. You know, a playoff game. You know, it's like the loser doesn't have to die. You know what I mean? The winner just wins today. The next day you got to win. So it's like that's what I see with the Drake thing. I think he supposedly has an album on the way, and let's see what he has to offer with that.
He dropping albums like fucking hotcakes, right? Man, this shit come out
And
nowhere.
that's also part of T-Pain's argument. He's like he's oversaturating it, trying to catch that thing again, rather than bowing out. So I mean, I can see why T-Pain would say that, and I also can see why Drake would feel that way too. So it's like, yeah.
All right, well, let's see. You seen where?
Okay, when I go.
What
Go
you
ahead.
gonna
Go
go
ahead.
to? I was looking at one. I was gonna say, you seen where Jim Jones talking about Nas, man?
Yeah,
Crazy
man.
work, huh? That's crazy.
I feel like Jim do it once every year. Like he might call out a rapper that's high on people's lists and be like, "I'm low key better." You know what I mean? I think he did this with Pusha T. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think it's crazy. I think he's just trying to like, you know what I'm saying, garner some attention to his new music coming out. But I don't agree.
I feel that. I don't agree either. I seen where at first I thought Jim Jones was serious at first. Now it seemed more of he trolling. He talking about I made Nas and shit. I think it's going on to the level of trolling because everybody was on his ass. You know what I'm saying? Everybody started they was on him. Get on him. So he had to turn it into like a trolling thing. Like, I made Nas. Then he gonna come on and be like, bro, man, I've been trolling the whole time. So it's kind of switched the narrative because it didn't go the way he was probably thinking it was gonna go. But that's just my thoughts on that. Maybe he think he better than Nas for real.
We were doing this exercise like name a Jim Jones song other than Ballin', We Fly High, other than We Fly High. Name a Jim Jones song.
Damn,
you got 10 seconds.
Nah, I'm out. That's crazy. Don't put me on the spot like that. Nah, you name one. You got one?
Hell no.
That's crazy. Nah, but I ain't a New York nigga. So. Man, name a Nas song. 10 seconds.
Yeah, I know. You know what I mean? New York State of Mind. We got
Queens Get the Money. And we're gonna stop it right there. We're gonna stop it. We're gonna stop it. We can stop. Nas already won our eyes, so we can keep moving.
All right, man. I got